excited to welcome one of our coaches to the stage. Deni Tato is a certified Enneagram teacher, trainer, and executive life coach who is committed to lifelong learning. She continually deepens her knowledge and gifts through her accreditations and continuing education. She's an integrative Enneagram accredited practitioner, say that 3 times fast, and certified by the Enneagram in Business. Deni is certified in spiral dynamics and is a master facilitator of core gift discovery process. Additionally, she serves as a senior member of the Enneagram in Business Network and is an accredited member of the International Enneagram Association. Group 1, your coach. I'm so excited to welcome Deni to the stage to lead us through some Enneagram discovery. Welcome, Deni.
Hello. No falling asleep, just that we've just had lunch now. So it's wonderful to be with you all here today. And I very much appreciate the opportunity to share why Kelly Vanos and I have really committed our professional lives to bringing this amazing transformational tool to the corporate world, and want to share a little bit with you today about that. So the first thing I like to start off with is to tell you that the Enneagram, it's not an average tool for average people. This is for extraordinary people who want to really do work that makes a difference in the world. The Enneagram is not just informational, it is in fact transformational. There are unique elements that make it a standalone when compared to some of the other very, very valuable tools like MBTI, Strength Finders, all those kind of Berkman Hogan, wonderful things. But I want to share just one of the differences with you because I think that's very important. So all other typology tools, with the exception being the Enneagram, are basically focusing on measuring your behavior when you go online and take that assessment and determining the results. What makes the Enneagram system unique and in my mind superior is this: your Enneagram type is not in any way determined by your observable behavior. It's completely driven by your hidden motivation, those parts of you that others don't see, the parts of you that many times you don't see in yourself. So as an Enneagram practitioner, I'm really not interested in what you do. I'm very interested in why you do it. And the reason I think that should be important to you, I do not believe you will make a long-term sustainable change in a behavior by focusing on the behavior. I believe that you have a negative consequence to a behavior, so for a short period of time that behavior is better until you're right back where you started. And you come back with reaffirmed resolutions and promises to yourself, and here we go again. So I think of it as this way: your perceptions create your beliefs and your values. Your beliefs create your thoughts and your feelings. Your thoughts create the behavior. Many professionals will suggest that you tweak the behavior. You need to do more of this, you need to do less of that. I say, who cares? I believe that behavior is a manifestation of what's back here. I work with people every day that make huge changes in the behavior, but the way to do that is to come back here. And dropping the self-judgment, all of that, which is really the hardest part, right? Whenever we come back here and think, it's all with judgment. So coming back here with curiosity, to really want to understand why in the world, what is the Scooby snack in this for me? To keep doing something that I know in many ways doesn't serve me. And when you can figure that out, there is a ton. Oh, how about, you know what I should do? How about this? How about that? Maybe a couple more. There we go. Behavior. Oh my gosh. It's unbelievable. Oh, we're not there yet. Now we're going back. Okay. The Enneagram gives you an incredible map of the mind with the inspiration of the soul and provides you with all those answers to why you do what you do. And I believe you must focus on understanding your deeper motivations behind the behavior if you want to make a long-lasting transformational change in your life. You can't change what you don't understand. I don't think we understand ourselves. I think we spend our lives on the surface of ourselves as well as each other, and you need to feel into something deeper, and the Enneagram provides the tool to do that. So I want to give you some specific benefits to bringing the Enneagram into the workplace in support of self-individual systems advocacy. And the first one is increased emotional intelligence. Why am I looking back here? It's right here. So there's no better tool for increasing emotional intelligence than the Enneagram. It strengthens your ability to look within and perceive, when you can really perceive your mind, your emotions, to be able to reflect on that with curiosity, and then to use that information to guide your thinking and to guide your actions. And this capacity is essential to your general well-being. And I believe effective leaders need to start leading with EQ as opposed to IQ. EQ is about investing in people emotionally and inspiring them. It's about helping each person to understand their personal superpowers as well as the challenges and the superpowers and challenges of the people that you work with. This creates empathy, positive interdependence, self-awareness, other awareness among team members. And just as a side note, according to the latest research, IQ, your intelligence quotient, accounts for what percentage of your career success? Take a guess. Let me hear it. What do you think? 15, 20, 30, 25. Actually, it's between 4 and 10%. So it's almost non-existent. So if you're walking around thinking your problem is that you're not smart enough, I can promise you that is not your problem. Smart to me is no longer memorization. That's not worth much. Smart's no longer access to information. We all have that. Smart is having compassion for others, having self-awareness, having a high level of situational awareness and the ability to clarify and then make decisions that actually further your goals and the goals of the organization. So in today's world, smart is a choice you make, and smart is a skill you can continue to increase for the rest of your life. A second benefit is improved communication. So the Enneagram provides you with a common language to share the internal nature of our lives. Employees can communicate their thoughts, their ideas, and concerns more effectively. They can empathize with others. They can listen actively and more open to just different perspectives, different opinions, and actually adjust their communication style to suit different people and situations, reducing conflict, reducing misunderstandings. The Enneagram can provide insights into how different people communicate. Some types may be more direct, more assertive, while others may be more diplomatic, more nurturing. Understand these preferences can really help you to really tailor your communication style to be more effective and in your ability to kind of interact with your colleagues. Also, I think it makes a high impact in terms of building your team. When cognitive diversity has been increased on a team and team members really understand each other's Enneagram type, they can start to really appreciate the diversity of perspectives, of working styles within the team. And this knowledge can improve collaboration, reduce conflict, better just overall team dynamics. Also, it's a great tool to improve collaboration. In today's very, very collaborative environment, individuals need to be able to work, obviously, effectively on teams. Collaboration promotes a sense of shared purpose and collective achievement, which can lead to higher levels of success, higher levels of satisfaction in the workplace. It embraces organizations to identify the native genius of each of the team members and then to be able to harness the collective skills and talents of the employee to achieve common goals, making the whole greater than the sum of its parts. Also improves decision-making. Emotions can really influence decision-making. And the Enneagram trains you to be more thoughtfully responsive and less habitually reactive due to the dominant type influence. Individuals can start to separate the emotions from the decision-making process, making more rational, objective choices, which can be crucial in high-stakes situations. And I've saved the benefit that I think is really most profoundly impacted the women that I coach for last. And that is increased self-awareness, which increases authentic confidence. So the game changer is the Enneagram's ability to dramatically strengthen self-awareness, self-knowledge, self-acceptance, self-compassion. There are a lot of statistics and research available on the challenges women face regarding the gender confidence gap. But the self-awareness that the Enneagram can provide can allow you to consistently demonstrate authentic confidence in your interactions. And authentic confidence is the genuine self-assurance that comes from something that is rooted very deeply in your abilities, your skills, your self-worth, and not in other people's affirmations and opinions. As Warren Buffett said, I said Buffett, Bennis, how about that? In order to be a true leader, you must become yourself first. And in my opinion, the Enneagram offers the most support available to do exactly that. It helps you to not only know who you truly are, but more importantly, who you can become. As women, I think we can struggle to be known and to express our truest, most tender parts of ourselves and to feel safe enough to bring our gifts to bear. And many women feel that if I can just be good enough, then I'll be safe from judgment. But whatever told us that we're not good enough in the first place? Where did that come from? And how did it get its power? And why were we so willing to submit to it? The Enneagram will help you in breaking through a self-limiting mindset. And it's called self-confidence for a reason. Absolutely no one can give you the spot on the worthiness ladder other than you. Self-awareness gives you the confidence and the courage to step forward and take that next uncertain step, which is what was talked about so beautifully on the panel today. Take the next risk, because every time you do that, you take that opportunity to say, I stepped out on the ledge, it was uncomfortable, and no matter what the outcome is from my action, I am still here, I'm still willing to be afraid, and I'm still committed to doing really hard things. I believe that's a gift of the Enneagram. This slide is a metaphor for what I believe was originally intended for us at birth. In our original innocence or unwoundedness, we had access to immense spaciousness and openness. We laid claims to all of these rooms and long hallways full of gifts and surprises and possibilities. But due to the nature and nurture process in our earliest years, we habituated to a dominant type. And because of that, many of us have relegated ourselves to only a couple of kind of damp rooms on the lower level of this castle. And you can reclaim those gifts that were available to you by using the map and using the growth strategies implied in the system. That integrated space that you now have available to you that you didn't know about is like discovering new rooms in your childhood home. The rooms have always been there, but you just lost or you just misplaced the keys. My question to you, what rooms in your castle have you closed the door to? By believing that you're not enough, or you're too much, or you're not smart enough, or you're too fat, or you're too loud, or you're too quiet, or you're too wrong? What doors inside yourself have you shut because all of you couldn't possibly fit into this smaller version that the world told us that we should be? And you've got to let go of who you think you are in order to create the spaciousness and to experience life in this more expansive way. You can't change who you've been, but it's never too late to choose who you want to become. Your identity is a decision, it's not a destination. So I invite you to use the Enneagram system to call you into this bigger, more expansive and elevated story where every single part of you belongs. The Enneagram gives you these keys to unlock rooms in your castle that you forgot were there. To integrate ourselves means to accept every part of who we are. The done and the undone, the kind and the unkind, the strong and the not so strong. Wholeness doesn't mean perfection. It means a raw acceptance of exactly who we are. We may be restricted from always doing what we want to do, but we are never restricted from being all of who we are. Can you remember who you were before the world told you who you should be? You don't become good by trying to be good, but by finding that goodness that is already within you and allowing that goodness to emerge. And this is all about leveling up. Leveling up involves pushing past these perceived limitations, understanding that they're self-imposed, they're not real. It also involves surrounding yourself with people on a similar journey. The environment has a really big influence on this kind of work. It's about making your own unique contribution to propel yourself and the world forward, and not simple compliance. Knowing your Enneagram type is an all-important first step, but it's just the beginning. There's so much more to discover. And as Mark Twain said, the two most important days of your life are the day you're born and the day you know why. So my hope is that you will allow the Enneagram to help you answer that all-important question. And I thank you all for your time and attention. My pleasure.